I would even go so far to say that like you can still love the movies, you can still love the books, you can still love everything that they've represented to you, everything that they are, while still recognizing that J.K. Rowling is a shitty person. Hi guys, it's Samantha Lux. Welcome back to my channel. So it is almost the new year, but J.K. Rowling could not let that happen without one more little jab at trans people. She said, "New year, same me. F the trans." I'm missing a nail. Just like Miss J.K. Rowling is missing a brain, I'm missing a nail. But yes, like I said, J.K. Rowling can't just like chill until the holiday season is over. She has gone out of her way to attack a fellow trans woman, a good friend of mine. We're mutuals on Twitter, so we're good friends. And has once again started this whole wave of anti-trans hate towards trans people in general, I'm sure, but especially towards this specific trans person. And I'm not here for it. To me, it's quite clear what J.K. Rowling is doing. I mean, she's doing a couple things, but it's clear what they are. I've made some videos on her in the past, you know, a little bit more extensive of videos. They're a little bit longer. I've taken a little dive into her TERF essays. I took some dives into some of her books. But today I think we're gonna have a little bit of a bigger conversation because this, how far into the video are we? Can I say some bad words yet? But yeah, for today's video, we're gonna talk about the little situation, the little beef that happened over on Twitter a few days ago. And we're gonna talk about why Miss Joanne needs to be taken off of Twitter. I'm gonna say it. I'll say it. I don't even care. She needs to go.
She has got to go.
Also, for those of you that celebrate Christmas, did you have a good Christmas? I hope you had a good holiday. We're back to purple lights. I'll probably change them again in like a hot minute, but yeah, we're back to purple lights. I post new videos twice a week here on my channel, so if you guys are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait for you with my chrome nails. I did them myself. Aren't they so cute? I think they're cute. Anyways, are you done? Thank you very much. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those different places to keep us up to date with me as possible. And yeah, with no further ado, I'm like procrastinating because I don't want to talk about Miss Joanne, but like, let's get into it. So if you're not familiar, I don't blame you because I wasn't familiar either. I don't care about Joanne's little hobbies anymore. I don't care. But she does have a new movie, book, game, something coming out that is Harry Potter themed. I mean, I should probably figure out what it is. Yeah, I think it's a game. Shows how much I care. She has a new Harry Potter themed video game coming out. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. I probably shouldn't say that though, because she's gonna start attacking me after what happened over this past weekend. Jessie Earl, or Jessie Gender, is a YouTuber, a filmmaker, a writer, and over the last week, she got into a spat. Is that a British word? A spat with Miss J.K. Rowling. Jessie tweeted and said, "Any support of the Harry Potter franchise current projects while J.K. Rowling is in charge of it and using her ongoing platform to target and also justify her continued targeting of trans people is harmful to trans people." Yes, duh. Like, in my opinion, if you don't support a person, an individual, you shouldn't support the work that they do because, you know, you're just giving them money. You're helping make it possible for them to continue the bad stuff that you do not support. When people are like, I can separate the artists from their music. I love Chris Brown. I'm like, what? Girl, what do you love about Chris Brown? First of all, his music is not that good. Secondly, you know he almost beat Rihanna to death, right? That's just my own thing. I'm like, does the cognitive dissonance not like drive you crazy? Like, how do you do that? I know some people can do it. Personally, I'm not that type of person. I just can't. And so I feel the same way about this new Harry Potter thing. I don't want to support the new game or anything new that's coming out because it's just gonna feed her pocket. It's gonna make her keep going and keep having a platform to say these awful, awful things. Don't get me wrong. I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I haven't read any books. I didn't read any of those books, girls. Actually, that's a lie. I think I read like a few chapters of the first one and I got kind of bored, but the movies were good. I was about it. You ruined it, Joanne. You ruined it. Jessie continued in her tweet thread and said, "I will not begrudge anyone their love of past works or things they already own that they take comfort in. I own the first 9 movies and all 7 books myself, but any support of something like Hogwarts legacy is harmful." I feel like that's not even that intense of a statement, but Miss Joanne did. Miss Joanne was not pleased with that statement whatsoever. She didn't even like quote tweet it, retweet it, anything like that. She took a screenshot. Joanne, you know how Twitter works. There's a retweet button. There's a quote tweet button you can press. You don't gotta. Anyways, J.K. Rowling screenshotted Jessie's tweet and responded by saying, "Deeply disappointed at Jessie Gender tagged her to her 13.9 million followers. Doesn't realize pure think is incompatible with owning anything connected to me in any form. The truly righteous wouldn't just burn their books and movies, but the local library, anything with an owl on it, and their own pet dogs." That's too far, Miss Joanne. Where's Birdie? I would never hurt my little dog. How dare you? She's so mad. She's like, don't tell him not to buy my stuff, please. I'm broke. The trans people are taking all my money, girl. The hashtag do better. Hashtag just do better. Firstly, this whole pure think thing is very weird to me. Like, what is she talking about? Let me ask the audience, what the are you talking about, girl? Deeply disappointed. You're disappointed. Okay. Deeply disappointed. Jessie Gender doesn't realize pure think is incompatible with owning anything connected to me in any form. So by pure think, I'm assuming she means like this whole like woke mentality that the right wing refers to all the time. Just being a good person, basically. You know, just respecting trans people and their existence. That's apparently pure think, but okay. The truly righteous wouldn't just burn their books and movies, but the local library. Anything with an owl on it, and their own pet dogs. I'm not gonna respond to the dog part. I already did. I'm over it. My favorite part of this tweet that J.K. Rowling sent to her 13.9 million followers was that it got 12,000 likes. Jessie's tweet literally got over double the amount of tweets, and she has a fraction of the following. So like, the data doesn't lie, Joanne. The data does not lie. I feel like the first reply to this kind of perfectly illustrates the issue with supporting Hogwarts Legacy and everything like that. This response says, I am buying Hogwarts Legacy and paying into anything that is in the wizarding world. I absolutely love it and it got me through some hard times. Which, stopping for a second, that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say buying into it now is fine. But like Jessie said, like if you have the books, if you have the movies, if you have merch and stuff like that, who cares? It's yours now. I would even go so far to say that like you can still love the movies, you can still love the books, you can still love everything that they've represented to you, everything that they are, while still recognizing that J.K. Rowling is a shitty person. You can also appreciate, respect, love all the work that she's done in the past, but then take a step back from it because of what she's doing now. You could even still love the current Hogwarts games, but in my opinion, it's really, really important to separate those two because Miss Joanne can't. She doesn't separate the two. She says, oh, if people are buying my game, they love me, they love Hogwarts, that means that everybody's a TERF and I can continue saying my TERFy things. This person finished their tweet by saying, but I also support your ideologue on women's rights. I support you and love you. You are my favorite author. And she said, thank you. At this point, it's not really about the books to Joanne. In my opinion, selling these books and selling this merchandise and selling these video games, whatever, it's just her way of staying like relevant in this conversation. Oh my freaking God, I didn't even see this part. Jordan Peterson responded and said, don't let them get you down. You're great and good people are grateful for what you've added to their existence. You lost, girl. Jordan Peterson is on your side. You really happy about that? She probably is. J.K. Rowling tweeted again and said, and as for this, I'm appalled. This individual actually advocates reading the books because quote unquote, nobody needs to know. All fine and dandy until you get drunk and accidentally quote one, Sunny. Quote unquote, I never did it in public, won't save you when the police see your Hufflepuff socks. She's so dramatic. So dramatic. People do not care. Like, it's just not that deep. I could see people walking around town in Harry Potter merch, and I literally wouldn't care. I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, you're 35, why are you wearing The screenshot she tweeted along with it says, yep, if you have the DVDs and books, live your best life. They're already bought and paid for. You can read it on your own time. Nobody needs to know. But don't stream it, don't buy merchandise, and don't buy the games. Right, it's like at that point, like, who cares? It's not that serious. To me, this whole conversation of don't buy the books, buy the books, blah, 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 or not even the books, the video game. Sorry, I really I'm over it. But this conversation to me, like, I feel like it's a little bit more of a personal preference. Like if you can separate the artist from their work, or if you can't, that's up to you. However, there's no denying that J.K. Rowling uses transphobia to fuel her campaigns. I mean, you literally saw me type into my Google bar a second ago, Hogwarts Legacy, like video game or whatever. The top 5 stories are J.K. Rowling responded to a trans YouTuber. J.K. Rowling mocks trans gamer. Like, she's doing this on purpose, and we just keep eating it up. Here I am filming a video on it, girl. She's doing this for 2 very obvious reasons. One, like I just said, to get some publicity, to get some promotion for her new game. Girl, we know you need it. But 2, because of her weird fascination and obsession with trans people. It feels like her whole life at this point revolves around us. Like, you're just so obsessed with us, girl. You don't have a book to write? Oh no, she does. We're just in that too. It feels like she's kind of gotten locked in this position where she has to be this gender critical hero for everybody and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I have no sympathy for you, girl. At this point, it really does feel like there's no getting through to her. It feels like she's gonna do what she's gonna do. And that's why I said in the beginning of this video, we need to get her off of Twitter. I know it's likely not gonna happen with the new ownership of Twitter. You know, it's kind of become a place that almost encourages transphobia. But these huge figures on Twitter and online in general, like J.K. Rowling and some others that I'm not even gonna name in this video, they they're capitalizing off of transphobia. They're making millions off of transphobia, whether directly or indirectly by using transphobia as a way to promote their other projects, but also they're actually doing damage to trans people. But more importantly than that, it doesn't end there. Like, she thinks that she can just put out these tweets and it's all fine and dandy and, you know, people are gonna be mad, whatever. She's just so strong and independent, but I don't think she realizes that this has actual consequences in real people's lives. Like, the trans people that she's attacking online are not just online little like shadow people or whatever. They're real trans people that are having to deal with the consequences of her tweeting to her 14 million fans that this person is a groomer and a pedophile and whatever else she's saying. These are some of the tweets and some of the comments that came after J.K. Rowling tweeted to Jesse. "You're a mentally ill man. They're all right. It must be hard knowing that, in reality, the world doesn't revolve around you or your personal fetish religious crusade. The vast majority of us normal humans love JK and her books. Why do you think you get to decide what we as the majority enjoy? Why are you such a fascist? You guys should still be stoned for trying to push your ideals onto children. If it wasn't for sex, you'd have no identity. Find something of value instead of being a degen, like a degenerate maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna murder your family. I'm finna cut off your mom's head and use it as a bowling ball. You wanna pretend sexualizing children with things like Drag Queen Story Hour and disguising pornography as children's books are okay? Well, I don't debate pedophiles or their enablers." So yeah, I mean, they're not creative. They're not like imaginative tweets, but they're pretty intense, obviously. They're very intense. Death threats, you know, accusing people of being groomers, pedophiles, like these are serious things. And that's the norm for trans people in this society. That's the norm for people that get called out by these big public figures like J.K. Rowling. They become the weekly target of this whole movement that is being propelled by J.K. Rowling. This whole situation to me has just made it that much more clear that these large corporations need to be doing more. Corporations like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, I don't want to say it, girl, but need to be doing more to enforce their own policies against hate speech like transphobia, homophobia, racism, whatever it is. Because the fact is that a lot of these platforms do have policies that say that you cannot be hateful and you cannot discriminate against people because of their gender identity, their sexuality, their race, whatever. These policies are purposely not enforced because it makes the platforms more money when things like this go viral. But what's more important here? The platform's money or trans people, or honestly, anybody's safety? Sorry, I care about people's well-being. Like, sue me? Don't sue me, girl. I'm sorry. J.K. Rowling knows what she's doing. It's been working for her for quite some time now. She promotes using transphobia, and also she sends millions and millions of people, I mean, maybe not millions, because let's be real, it's not that many people that support her transphobic views, but she sends her transphobic fans to attack trans people to kind of like fulfill her own weird transphobic issues. But it works. Pretty sure she knows that that's what happens when she tweets adding trans people on her Twitter. When she tweets literally tagging trans people on her Twitter and saying, this is what this trans person is doing. Guess what this trans person is doing? Go and tell them they're wrong. I mean, she may not say that, but why are you tagging them, Miss Girl? And around the holiday season too, like Christmas just passed, Miss Joanne. But let's be real, she doesn't care about that either. She doesn't care if the trans people have a happy Christmas. In fact, check this tweet out. It says, "I hate December. I suffer from SAD. I'm estranged from a very close family member, so the family time, blah, blah, blah." I don't really care because this person's transphobic. That said, watching men get big mad because J.K. Rowling can and did fund a specialist service for only women is cheering me up right now. If you don't know what they're talking about, they're referring to J.K. Rowling funding a R-word crisis center that excludes trans people. Yeah, they said no transies allowed, and these people ate that up. They said, perfect. Mwah. And then she responded to this person saying, "Merry Turfmas." She's such a troll. And like, not like a cute, like funny troll, a literal like troll under the bridge. Like, you're just mad because nobody wants to buy your weird little video game. It's okay. It's fine. Make a better video game. But okay, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know J.K. Rowling goes on anti-trans things all the time, but it's still fun to talk about. It would be more fun to talk about if there weren't real trans people's lives like being threatened. But yeah, that was our little J.K. Rowling New Year's event. that's happened. But yeah, you guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. I post new videos twice a week here on my channel, so subscribe if you are not already and you would like to be. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to go. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.